Hello, hello, hello. Thank you again for tuning into another episode of Shoot the Ish. And today we have a special guest. And tell us where you from and what show are you doing? Or let's tell us about yourself.
I am from Broadway.
Okay.
And my name is Shayana, but everybody refers to me as Shayling. That is my name because I do nails. I also have a YouTube channel, and it's called Let's Talk About It 732, where I interview Black entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing that?
I've been interviewing for about 3 or 4 weeks. It's
so
very new.
So you're just starting out your podcast, huh?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, that's what's up. Look, and like I said, everybody, you know, one of the things with podcasting, we got to all network, you know what I'm saying? And you already know who we got over here to the left.
You already know. I'll make it very, 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 very short. It's your boy Money Mitch, a.k.a. Greasy Pluto. I see.
That's new, everybody. So, now, today, the topic that we coming up with is actually something that, you know, this Shoot the Ish isn't about relationships and everything like that. I know we've been trending on that a lot lately, but hey, we got to talk about trending topics. But what we're going to talk about today is, do we feel that women should lower their standards in reference to dating in 2023? Or are their dating expectations, or should I say their expectations in dating too high? And, you know, the thing is, by having a female on the show, she's going to definitely tell us if she, in her opinion, what she believes it to be. And, you know, obviously Mitch and I have our opinions. And, you know, maybe some of our opinions may differ, but hey, that's why we talk about it.
This makes it balanced. Yeah. You know, it makes it balanced. For the most part, you know, it's me and Cliff giving our perspective on things. But having such, a prestigious guest here to have the woman point of view maybe can help us, view things a little bit different versus what we think. So I'm glad that you're here, and let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So let me ask this question for you, right? Now,
Sure.
Based on what the topic actually is, right? Now, I know it's a horrible thing to say, like, you know, maybe you women should lower your expectations, which I expect, right?
Right.
But to me, I would say, like, if somebody was to say that to you, right? What is it that you would take away from that? Like, is that something that should be realistic, or you think that's something that's actually, like, a reasonable thing to say nowadays?
To ask someone to lower their standards, I think that sounds crazy. Yeah. I definitely think that sounds crazy because I don't really know what anybody would mean by that, because my standards are my standards for a reason, and they're not going to be lowered because someone asks. Like, I can't even imagine a man asking for that.
No, now, the thing about it, all right, so I guess in a way we should say, because from a man's point of view, right, and I'll let Mitch say something as well, but sometimes I believe that some of the things you hear. Now, one of the things before I did this topic, I watch all the stuff that you see on the internet, on YouTube, and talking about some of the standards that they have, and this is what they expect, and things of that sort. One of the things that I realized is that some of the expectations were unrealistic. So, in reference to that, Mitch, would you like to, like, what happened, bro?
I got it.
Okay. So, in reference to that, what was some of the things that you heard that you felt was unrealistic?
Honestly, especially in social media, like, the demands, it caters more so to the demands of what is expected. You feel me? So when I'm looking at, like, the percentages, and I'm looking at, based on their demands, like, these certain women are demanding the top 3% of men, of black men, I should say, black men. 3% is their demands. So what happens to the other 97%?
No. I'm trying to ask you the question. I'm asking you, what are some of the things what they expect? Like, Like not the
actual
percentages.
things.
Like what are some of the actual things that you say that you
My
would
man-
feel like? Now let's be realistic. Now
Yeah.
that's one thing that I wanted to do with the show.
Yeah.
We're not talking about something that's far fetched.
Correct.
We're talking about the everyday woman that you're meeting. We're not talking about like some old like. Because one thing that I do realize, a lot of times these people do these shows, they be like, this ain't even reality. So I want to talk about the people that watch the show, that when you go out and you meet a woman and she wants to probably, I want to go out to eat every day. I want to go out, like that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Everyday woman.
Yeah.
So, listen, in that sense, the everyday woman nowadays is still an extreme. You feel me? You got to look at...
Now why?
No, you got to look at it. All right. They expect...
That's what I'm waiting for, the how part.
Yes, listen. They expect a person that makes $100,000 a year, whatever, is cool, right? But they expect to be catered, wine and dine, eating out, restaurants, bills on tech, bills help with the bills basically, and you know what I mean. All this in the same situation as to where it's like, yo, how could a man even expect to live on his own and do his own thing? Adding that, I'm looking at that like, yo, you it's an extra liability. So a man to get a woman nowadays have to take on a liability of an adult.
Okay, so all right, so basically, I get what you're saying now. Now, based on what he said, right? Mm-hmm. What is it that you feel when you hear that? Like, what is it? Do you feel like what he said, what he feels, what a woman is looking for, is that too much, or you feel like no, that should be?
To be honest, I if we're calling that like high expectations, I guess then I am a part of the party, because I was sitting here thinking, and I'm like, I don't feel like a lot that I asked for is really like high expectations, because the world that we live in now and the things that women really expect are ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. But as far as taking me out to eat, or like helping me out with my bills, I do think that's what a man should do. If you want to play a role in my life, I feel like you should be providing. I definitely think so. And I mean, I grew up with a grandfather, a father. Like, my parents have been together since high school. My grandparents been together since 16 and 20. Like, you know what I mean? And I've always seen a man provide. I've also seen a man fall down and a woman be able to pick him back up. So I'm not saying that a woman should ever just lay on her back and then she get everything that she wants. It doesn't work like that. So the women who do it, have those type of expectations, they definitely need to lower their expectations, because they're not playing their part. But as long as a woman is, if I'm working, I'm cooking, I'm taking care of the kids, I'm cleaning, I don't think there's anything wrong with the man going that extra mile and breaking his motherfucking back to make sure I'm straight.
Now you said something in reference to, I know you heard what he said, right? I agree. And then you made a statement of saying there are some things that you see that women are, like, some of their expectations are irrational. What are some of those? Absolutely.
Like, you being liable to have to pay every single bill that I have just because I'm fucking you.
Yeah.
A woman thinks...
The boom, boom.
No, seriously, a woman thinks, oh, if I gave him some pussy, it's like, you owe me now. Like, you know what I mean? You're supposed to pay my car bill. You're supposed to pay my rent and your rent. And a woman like that does become a liability. Like, that, it's insanity, though. And you're getting nothing but vagina. And I mean, you can get that for free anywhere.
Look, to me, I think, like, just hearing what both of you guys said, one of the things that I feel like is the expectations, or like sometimes irrational expectations. I'll be like, look, it's a mix of what Mitch said. You got a guy. Now, what is it? Now, before I even answer my part, is there a minimum that a man should be making if he deals with you or so?
No,
okay.
I don't have a certain
number,
but he does have to have a job.
No, she said she said not for her. All right. So you're different, right?
You're very different, baby. By the way,
what you're saying is, you don't have an expectation, right? Now, I can say something in reference to that. If there's no expectation, it's 2023. Rent is a certain a certain fee.
Yep.
We live in the East Coast.
Yep.
And
inflation is crazy.
You said you want him to take care of some bills, right?
Inflation is crazy.
Yeah, I believe he can help.
So now think about what you said.
If not, pay them all.
Yeah, if not, pay them all. But I hate to tell you this. You should actually have a dollar amount of what this motherfucker should make.
Live in New Jersey.
You think you can just walk? You think you can just meet a person and be like, I need to know how much you make a year before I can fuck with you.
But no,
I don't think that's valid.
I don't think it's valid. But we live in a world where everybody capping. Some women fall for the niggas broke, but he looked like he had money, and then be surprised like, oh, like they're pleasant. I mean, like they're not. It's not what you kind of believe stuff should be. Because let's be honest, I'll tell you this. You meet a guy that's making like 6 figures, right? Mm-hmm. Now, remember, we live in Jersey.
Yeah, I know.
Now, you said, let's say you find out he got a good job and everything like that. He has his own place. He has this, he has that.
I love it.
Always understand something. What he has costs.
Yes.
A lot.
It costs a lot.
A lot.
So I know because I have all the same.
So when you have that, right?
So you know what it is.
Now, wait.
You know what it is.
You have the same. Do you think right now you probably could afford to pay half this man mortgage and he not live with you?
No.
Okay. Do you think you could afford to pay that man's motherfucking go out with his ass every night? Because you know the prices of even going out and eating dinner is even changed.
Exactly.
No.
So this is what we're trying to say. And this ain't this, and I love one of the things you said. You said, my mom back in the day. Yes, the loaf of bread back in the day.
Was
Chicken
different.
wings was different back in the day.
Gas was different.
But I also said that he should be breaking his back to make sure.
Now, listen to what you said.
As well.
Wait. Men always break their back.
Breaking his back as a husband or as a guy you're dating and involved with? That's what I'm
well, I mean, you don't start off as a husband. So you have to start off as a man that I'm dating and a man that I'm dealing with. And if you're not showing, like, you know, things that a husband would do, why would I ever want to be your wife?
So what you're saying is that you would have those expectations on a guy that you're dating.
Yes, if I'm dealing with the man seriously, I do have expectations of the things that he should provide.
Now, understand what you just said. He don't live in the same household as you.
I know.
So if he doesn't live in the same household as you, right? Mm-hmm. He's handling his household. He's trying to take care of his home. He's trying to make sure he's right. And at the same time, you got your household. Mm-hmm. So that's why it kind of confused me when you said it didn't matter about how much he made. Because for him to really take care of your household, his household, this guy got to be making a decent amount.
Crazy amount.
I've honestly never messed with a man who's actually like paying my rent. I mean, men have helped with like my car notes. You feel me? Or like my car insurance, or like taking me out, or just buying me things. I don't really expect anybody to pay my rent though. But I mean, as far as a date, if we're dating, mm-hmm. you're probably gonna take me out on the regular. But sometimes I'm gonna want to take you out as well, because there are things that I see on the internet. Like, I have places saved.
Damn, I never heard of that one.
And I'm more than willing to take you out as well. But
you're playing it again.
But honestly, I think on the regular, 9 times out of 10, it is a guy wanting to take you out.
Which we don't mind at all.
Now,
right, but I wouldn't abuse it just because I could.
Now, when you say, I mean, obviously, you know, females and everything like that. What do you see that some of the expectations that they have that you feel like is like, whoa, like y'all bugging? Have you ever seen
the fact that men actually have to pay like their whole rent, or they have to get their nails done, or my man has to get my hair done? Like, I kind of think those are, if we want to look a specific way, those are our responsibilities. And then we're not looking that specific way for that one man, so why is he responsible for paying? And I mean, like, a good wig start at like $400.
Did you hear what you just said? We're not looking that way for that particular man.
Not just for him.
Yeah, you trying to look fly
for everybody.
For me, y'all gonna see me. Everybody gonna see.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you make that nigga get your hair done. You try to holler at another
Nah,
nigga.
man.
Feel me? No, I'm trying to tell you.
Go to Miami.
Bitches will go outside and shit that a nigga before the nigga done bought. So you know what I mean? So you got fly in my shit to go out with this nigga. That's regular though.
No,
Yeah.
but Mitch,
Yeah.
you got anything to say about that?
Yo, listen, man. I love her energy. I love what she's saying. She's saying good things. You know what I mean? Where I look at it, like, to be honest, we just want a partner. Feel me? Something that's an asset.
Camera.
Something that's an asset, you know what I mean? More so, you know, than a liability, you know. And I get confused with all these crazy demands that women have regarding what they would want for things that don't exist. Unicorns. Like the unicorn in their mind. I'm like, yo, you don't have a brother, you don't have an uncle, you don't have a father or a grandfather that ever was on this level. But you just feel as though this is what you deserve.
Right.
I hate that shit.
But the question would be, what do they feel as though they should have?
What is it?
Yeah,
exactly what
they're asking for?
You didn't say what they were asking for.
Yeah.
You
What?
didn't say anything. I hate to tell you, you didn't say anything.
I ain't say they need a nigga, a man that makes six figures.
You didn't say.
Okay,
A
what else?
man that's 6 foot plus.
What the hell?
A man that
Say the.
has a, you know what I mean, that has his own business. A man that has no kids.
Love him.
A man that, you know what I mean, dick 13 inches long.
Ew.
A man
What
that,
is going on?
no, I'm just telling
You
you.
definitely didn't say all of this.
Yeah,
I ain't say all this.
He didn't say.
But
Wait, but I
But you
thought we were
said-
talking about like material things they want. You
Yeah.
can't
it's
request
not.
you being tall with a long
That's the foundation.
No,
Listen, no, that's the foundation. Then it goes.
Yeah.
Do you own do you own a home? Right? How big is your home? What's
Women
the,
really come off like that? Like,
I'm trying to tell you, like it's different out here.
Wait. See, one thing I wanted to do with this show is be real, be realistic, yo. This ain't what I mean. I'm gonna be honest. I date. I don't get that.
I hear that.
Realistic.
I know. I
You
hear
hear
it.
people asking you like, what kind of home you?
No, I hear that.
is your
Yeah.
thing
no,
13
like,
inches of like,
no, they go. Oh, all right. What's up?
Okay, my question is,
hell no.
from when you
Oh,
date,
me,
no,
definitely.
when
Go
you
ahead.
date, right?
Yeah.
When you date, because I don't want to hear
Yeah.
about what they want. Like, we watch YouTube shows, right?
Yeah.
And we do understand, and we'll get to that point about
Correct.
things we hear.
Uh-huh.
But first, what we like to do is with the show is be more personable about understanding what it is that we deal with, what it is that we actually face. Because sometimes, like I always said, rest in
Agreed.
peace, Kevin Samuels. Sometimes he would have women and wasn't talking about realistic women. These women say, I want $1 million nigga. That, like, come on. That ain't going to happen. Let's just be honest. So it's rare to even find that. And what was the percentages of the average black man, a black man that's a millionaire, that the regular person, what's the odds of
Not
anybody?
happening.
What is
Not
that
happening.
percentage of black men in America?
Yo, very low. Below 1%.
Okay, so again, that's not realistic. And I think the people who watch the show on the reality, they know some of this shit ain't realistic. But the point where I try to make is like, I'm a working guy, you're a working guy, and you go out here and date, right? As I tell anybody, dating, you can be a player all you want, but always know one thing. When you're a player, you with this woman.
Yeah.
You with that woman. You with that woman. And you know, dating ain't like it used to be. Look, you go to movies now. And I don't even think women want to go to movies nowadays.
Oh, hell no.
They don't
Hell
do
no.
regular dates like that no more.
No,
But
that's for the
you do
brokies.
movies.
only time I go to movies is if it's dining so I can get alcohol and food.
See,
If I
they
can't lean
stepped
back
it
in the
up.
chair,
They
I am
stepped it
not
up.
going.
Wait. If she can't lean back in
With
the
a
chair,
blanket.
you see?
Yeah,
It's changed. It's changed. It ain't the same way. It ain't
Worse
like
than
when your
inflation.
grandmama and was going to
Yeah.
movies.
Grandma was going there
Yeah,
$5.
they was sitting there, stiff as hell, nothing to drink,
$5.
sneaking in snacks,
Happy
and
go-
I don't want to do
Happy
that.
as hell though.
Wait. You won't sneak a snack in with your man?
I don't like snacks.
Oh, so you get. Oh, so I ain't got feet.
I need hot wings.
See what I mean?
Some calamari.
Calamari
they even got that at the movie theater.
At the movie theater.
No, she gonna find a place that got
with
calamari.
a strawberry lemon drop.
You see what I mean? So that movie
theater,
shit changed.
Things change, yeah. Things change.
For real.
So when I ask the question, what is the like when you go out, when you're dating, what are their expectations that you feel like when you date, that what they want from you, like, yo, you wildin', man. You gotta level it down a little.
I've been in a situation as to where, like, all right, I'm like, it was a situation as to where a certain person wanted to go to, you know, like a spot or whatever. And that it didn't go her way. So me being nice, I'm like, you know what? I'll take you out to eat. You choose. I say you choose, because I know what I would choose, but I say you choose. All of a sudden, we're in Noble.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I knew in my heart the chick couldn't even spell it. I knew it. You feel me? So I'm coming out a $500-$600 date. Cause I'll be nice. Like, you could have said hula hands. You could have said not Buffalo Wild Wings, but no, you could say even better. Like a little something, like, you know what I mean? Like a little steakhouse somewhere. Something nice. Nah, Noble. It had to be Noble. You know what I mean? And whatever the case may be, but $600 a night. I'm like, how often have you been here? I don't think you have ever been here in your life.
She didn't even know what to order off the menu.
Yo, she just said dessert. Show me the menu.
Now, that's interesting to me.
The dessert fucked me up.
How many?
Because I don't even eat dessert. So we had a meal. I'm chilling. What about dessert? I'm like, dessert? I'm like,
I've never been on a date when somebody asked for dessert.
Dessert? No. Is that really necessary?
I've never been on a date with somebody.
If you got appetizers in a meal.
I have, but I've never asked for dessert myself.
Yeah, appetizers in a meal.
I don't like sweets, though.
Yeah, me neither. I hate sweets. But somebody has an appetizer in a meal, then she asks for desserts. That's somebody.
I'm an appetizer in a meal type of person, too. I eat. If you ever look on my page, I eat. I'm such a foodie.
Eating's good. No, eating's good. I love it. Cause I eat too.
No desserts though. I'm good off that.
Yeah, but the extra, it's the extra because of the extra for no reason.
All right, everybody.
To accept, press 1.
Okay,
to send a
we got another
voicemail,
call
press
coming
2.
in. So, all right, check this out. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Big boog.
So, basically,
we good, man. We good.
Basically, the topic is, should women lower their expectations? And what they're trying to convince me to do is say, should they modify their expectations? So I guess you get the topic. So let's see what you got to say about that.
Boog. Take us home, baby. Take us home, baby.
Now, so I'm gonna kind of hit this from a whole different angle, Cliff.
All right, let's go.
I don't think women should lower their standards. I think women should either adjust or improve their standards. And let me explain. A lot of times when people think in standards, they're quick to think about like their financials. Can they make money? Like what they driving? Yo, bunk all that. I promise you. Like if you're smart, you go for somebody who can love you, who can hold you down, who could think about you first. That's the hard stuff to find. It's easy to get somebody who got some wordsmith or maybe can hustle or maybe do this, that, and third. That's trivial. That stuff was cool when we was in college and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, when you get old with somebody and you start to talk with somebody, you need someone who has all like the high EQ, the good character, like the good mindset, and who's going to be with you when things get rough. And so this is why I think we have such a big fall down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or where there's a disconnect. And I just think that we need to adjust. I heard some people talk about like, oh, you know, men look for like physical stuff. Yeah, I can tell you right now, if you ask any brother, like straight up, and I'm generally speaking, what's the most important thing to you? I promise you, it's not looks. What real men want is they want a woman who's loyal, who's going to have their back, and a woman who's going to be real with them, a cheerleader who can respect them. If you give them that, yo, game's over. Men don't do anything for you. So that's my thought, man. That's my 2 cents.
All right.
Yeah, I love it.
I definitely appreciate that. The ladies love you for that one.
Yeah, definitely.
So
but that's what I would love to have.
I like what you said in reference to like, but it's kind of like what you mentioned, something that men don't want that much. And I think sometimes women need to understand sometimes in reference to
the men that don't want that much.
Want small.
Yes.
But the small is sometimes the hardest thing to get. And when we start to understand, and what I realize is that once we start to understand that what it is that we want from each other, we'll see more marriages. We'll see more of everything instead of living in this social media world that we live in, because you want to keep up with the Joneses with everybody. So I definitely
agree.
appreciate.
I would say this too, real quick. Like, remember, there's a difference. What we trying to hit and what we trying to wipe. A lot of women are appealing to what we trying to hit. We're trying to hit the booty. We're trying to hit the, like, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to wife, it's a whole different ballgame. So if we just adjust, I just wish, man, my queens, man, would, like, focus on what we're trying to wife. And to just, like, just be patient with us. Like, we're not as bad as, people say we are. Like, we growing, man. We men in progress. So, anyways, yo, I love what y'all doing this week.
Love you, man. Love you, bro.
All right, bro.
Love you, boo.
All right, man.
Good looking.
Appreciate it.
We love you, man.
All right. So,
that's my intellectual brother. Right. You feel me?
So
hold it down.
All right. So, I mean, based on what everybody said, what is some of your thoughts? Because I know you said you like what Hazel said, and I know you like some of what he said. What's your thoughts on some of the things they said?
I think they both had a really good point of view from their point of views. When Hazel did bring up the fact that we are in an era where men expect you to look a certain way, I honestly didn't even think of it about that, because I really feel like the women have more expectations than the men. I mean, but she was right. They do require you to look a certain type of way to be with that man that has that money. They do want the baddest bitch, the bitch with the fat ass and the big titties and her hair always done and the long ghetto ass nails. They do have requirements too, and now she had me thinking about that. So
do you agree that we want more?
No, I don't. I still do think that women want more, but for the men who do come like that,
based on what brother said, how do you feel about his approach and his?
I was honestly kind of distracted, so enlighten me. I'm sorry.
No, I just felt like where his brother was coming from was in reference to saying that we're both even, but even Hazel said the same thing. But what I realized what he said was that we need that what men want. And as long as you're understanding what it is that men need, we can build on that instead of focusing so much on the expectation. Because he felt like you guys shouldn't be lowering your expectation. You should be building upon your expectations, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? It's nothing wrong with saying you want someone who supports you. Mm-hmm. We'll never say that. But is it support, or is it almost coming off like some, like, you got to have a cash value to you? The reality, two people, if you can build together, you're smart how you handle money together, and you do all that, he don't have to be that. If you realize that man has something that you can build on, he may not. Like you said, you don't have a dollar amount.
Right.
But at the same time, if you see that person has the will, that person has the ability to actually do something and to move, and that person has a dream, that person has a dream that you can help build on, sometimes you run away from that person and one of the person that got all this, but he was only, like Book said, he's the one that, like, he got 100 girls trying to fuck him. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes everybody want that one guy that every woman want.
Yeah.
And then you mad that the nigga, like, you wanted him, just like when you deal with a badass chick.
Yeah. Everybody want
that badass chick. So now what makes you special as a guy to know that you're going to keep that badass chick?
You ain't.
So do we have to lower our standards in reference to that? I don't know. I don't know if I want to lower my standards, but it's just like, it's how you treat.
I'm waiting on you, Sasha.
So, Mitch, anything you got to say?
Oh, a lot.
Go ahead, man. Appreciate it.
Not a lot. I'm bullshit.
Nothing?
No. I have a lot to say. Well, not a lot, but Boo did a great analysis about actually fighting for both parties in the situation, and he just wanted a cheerleader, a supporter. That's the hard things for a woman to do. You know what I mean? Women have the expectation that's cool, right? That's great, right? But the hard things is, can you be that supporter? Can you be as loyal as you need to be? Can you be that partner that's needed to be?
That's the easy stuff.
Oh,
to you it is.
No. I see somebody.
To us as a man, as male, that's shit we don't see.
Somebody had an interesting statement.
No, we don't see that.
That's crazy. You just want somebody loyal who's pretty just a dick rider because everything you do is amazing because you my man. Everything that you a superstar.
No,
I'm definitely a cheerleader. I'm your biggest cheerleader. Anything you do.
Listen,
you put the dresser together. I'm so proud of you.
Wait, baby. You put
Bob the Builder.
Don't cut him off.
No, listen. Baby, you put 1,000 on Tesla today. I put 500 on Apple because I seen that based on what I.
All right,
realized.
let's be realistic.
Money.
Who putting that on Tesla? That's a lot of money.
No,
I like to live realistic.
That's
but
what
look,
I'm talking about.
Look,
Not just saying,
somebody made an interesting comment
on.
on live right here. Somebody said, I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say some women ask for more than they can really handle. And that's from I'm just gonna mess this all up, so I ain't gonna even try to say it. So do you feel like I think I get what she's trying to say. Some women ask for more than they can handle. So it's almost like that's kind of like what I was saying. You may want that dude that got all this, right? Mm-hmm. But you know what that shit come with? Sometimes that man got to work so hard. So now he ain't even there.
No time.
He ain't got no time for you.
Nothing.
He's like
he tired when he come
that
home.
We got that say that it makes us fly out.
Yeah, we gone.
Mm-hmm. There's certain positions that we have that if I pick that position, I would never be home.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you want that? But babe, I'm a 6-figure nigga that's making that. So I can kind of get what she's saying in reference to that because again, there are things that I realize, and that's why I said the people who ask for these things. Do you know what that shit entails?
No, they don't.
They don't know what it is.
Like I told you, they're chasing social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody just wants these lives that we see other people live, and we don't even know what it takes to live those lives.
I feel as though,
or if those people are even happy. We don't know the reality of it. We get pictures and videos.
Think about it. All the NBA wives, right? They want that NBA player, right? But then they live a life where they worry about, did he fuck this person? Did he fuck that person? He ain't come back. He with this. Like LeBron's wife. LeBron has been smashing people. But at the end of the day, he keep his shit under. But
just like Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And stuff like you. Those men who have those happy lives, happy wives, come on.
You gotta accept it.
Exactly. You just know what come with the territory.
You gotta accept it.
You getting a lot of money.
But guess what? Now you flip that, right? You gotta know that woman gotta feel like shit. Because even though you signed up for it, nobody wants to accept that.
Hell no.
Just if my woman was a millionaire and she taking care of me, right? I
agree.
And she out like, I'm traveling, Cliff. She dick down. I can't accept it.
Future beating on a bitch.
But some men would because they're living good because of it.
Just like women.
But I'm not gonna lie. I've had a nigga who's not a millionaire cheat on me, so I ain't gonna hold you. I get a nigga who like that. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, most women live like that.
Fuck.
Most women live like that, and
they niggas not ballers. So you know what I mean. So if that's what coming to territory, you can sign me up.
So what you're saying is this. Shit, I done got cheated on by bum niggas. So shit, if I rather go on with a nigga that got money. Shit, every nigga
absolutely.
Cheat. All right, I look.
I love
understand
that.
it. I mean, but
that's being honest.
I love you, gangster.
That's being honest. I'm being realistic. I mean, come on.
I love you, gangster.
Let's be for real.
I love you, gangster.
Fuck, Reggie with 7 kids and cheated on me. Like what? Like fuck you talk about? You think I ain't going? You think I ain't gonna let LeBron do his 1-2? I don't give a fuck if he fucking a neighbor.
Yo,
wait, guys. I gotta
I'm not leaving.
Nowadays, men and women. Wait. Nowadays, men and women don't care about love. All this generation care about is what we can do for each other and what image we can portray to the public. Everything is a show.
Everything's for show.
That's from JJ Carr King. I mean,
it's true.
But that's what you said. Kind of like it's about social media.
Yeah.
And like I said, and guess what? And that's why I said, do people give a fuck about money or do they give a fuck about how many likes they could get?
Likes.
That's it. That's what it seemed like.
That's crazy, though.
That's what it seemed like. That's what I told you. You could be in my car. Likes. You taking pictures. You be right here. You taking pictures.
Flexing. What they say, would you rather cry in a Honda or in a Rolls Royce?
But it ain't yours, though.
It ain't yours. And you still crying. Guys, like, I'm crying in that Rolls Royce.
Hey, yo,
crying
listen,
with the stars in the ceiling.
Yo, listen. I'm be official forever.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
You can't just say stuff without explanation. What the hell does that mean? I'm gonna be official.
No.
You just said it, man.
Yeah, I did. I said that.
You're gonna be official in what
one
way?
thing in this world, what we do on this podcast, don't talk it without explaining.
Ain't no woman gonna be crying. Like, I ain't gonna be crying in a car that's not my shit. So if I got a Benz, I'm gonna cry on my Benz. Or if I gotta record something and I'm my shit, it was a sidebar just saying that my shit's for real, nigga. I ain't the social media. I ain't on that social media shit talking about like I drive this, I drive that. I'm this, I'm that. That's what it was a sidebar. It was not nothing for me to talk.
There's no sidebars. We're on the show. They can hear everything we say. You can't correct.
In other words, listen.
Wait, so you're saying if you could talk your shit, would you?
No.
If you really could talk your shit, if you had a Rolls Royce outside, you got $100,000 on it, you ain't gonna talk your shit?
I talk my shit now.
Oh, all right. So you just said that you wouldn't.
No, I'm saying, listen. No, I said if you had to cry, I'm gonna cry on my shit with a Benz. Shorty can cry on my shit with her in my Benz. I'm alright with it. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. And nothing to do with it.
You don't be talking your shit. That's why.
No,
that's why I said.
This is
but
what
if
happened.
you could, would you?
This is what happened.
Yes.
You want.
That's what it sound like. Fuck out of here. You was saying all this wrong shit, nigga. You was saying all this.
I ain't want to say it on the mic.
But you.
Well,
being
recorded.
Long story short, yo, listen. All bitches can cry in my car all day.
All bitches can cry in my car.
They record the S550, and it's all good with me. Let me make it simple. I'm sitting here trying to articulate shit with these niggas. Cry in my Benz. It's here for you.
Not with us, with the audience, bro. You talking to the audience.
Yeah,
crying in his Benz.
Y'all all can cry.
It's outside. That's $550.
Yeah, cry my shit.
Yeah, but
that's it. Cry my shit. Look, you know what I mean?
Look, guys.
Y'all can't cry on my shit though.
I would say.
I try to play me.
No, we didn't. You said it, yo.
It was you.
It was.
I'm glad it's two people.
I know.
I'm glad it's two people. I swear to God, it was just me here saying I'm doing it.
No, it was kind of like a side conversation for real.
You can't have
that right now.
I fucked up that part. I'm just talking to y'all.
You can't talk to us.
I know. That's what I fucked up.
Guys, if you actually understood, before we do a show, I have a tendency to say one thing perfectly clear. We talk to the audience. And that's why, guys, I look at you guys. I talk to you guys. He doesn't understand that you are a person and you are the people that I try to say.
You are the people that I love so much. Mwah.
So, when it's all said and
I
done,
love all y'all.
But today would be the first time I actually talk to another group of people. So when it's all said and done,
and Boo came through. Thank for Boo coming through. Sasha's still bullshitting. She's supposed to call.
So I definitely one of the things that I do believe. Wait, Mitch. One of the things that I definitely always tell anybody, like, you know, everybody's out here creating content. We're at this point, we're all considered content creators, right?
Great.
Yep.
And what we try to
that's
do,
what
and
we
I
do.
think it should always be done because there's no hatred in my bone. Motivate, promote. And these are the things that you have to do. For every content creator, you want to be able to like, share, subscribe, leave comments, and everything of that sort. And one of the things is that you network with everybody. You go on everybody's platform. That's called cross promoting and stuff like that. So, you know, again, we have.
Shayling.
And what's the name of your podcast?
Let's talk about it. 732.
Let's
All
talk
right.
about it.
And so, you know, she definitely this was her first time being a guest on another person's podcast. Yes. And hopefully she invites us to her podcast.
I absolutely will.
And,
You bet, sir.
And what we like to do, and like I said, you know, we live in Jersey. And let me just tell you something about Jersey for just to keep it 100. The tri-state area,
They don't fuck with each other.
I don't know. We don't support each other.
We
No,
don't.
Tri-state don't help. Tri-state.
We don't fuck
We
with
love
each
y'all.
other.
We love y'all. But what tri-states do, I see you doing it. I want to do it too. But you know,
Niggas can get a like.
Yeah.
A
But-
like.
But
I don't need to support a like.
yeah. But what I would say, just to do an outro to the episode, we definitely appreciate your appearance on the show, and you know, I hope everybody was entertained, and I appreciate everybody who called in, and I would just like to say that, you know, we're trying to, like, I'll tell you guys, I'm up every night trying to figure out new ways to get the audience to be more interactive. I'm still working on this live, the official live for the show.
We
But
did good today. We
yeah.
got a couple callers. This is the
I
first
liked
for us.
it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
mad
the
I
first
couldn't
for
get my
us.
girls
Yeah.
to call
Okay.
in.
Let me know.
Okay, and at the same time, you gotta let me do the outro, bro. I'm trying to the time, man.
Come on, man.
Yo, and so
I
at the
gotta say
same,
something too.
yeah,
Go ahead.
bruh.
Go ahead.
So at the same time, we're trying to make sure that we can get everything situated for everybody and be able to make the show more interactive for everybody to actually be able to be into the show and make this a part of our community and this be a part of your community too. So with anything being said, if you got anything to say, Mitch, let it be said.
Boogs, thank you coming through. Willie, y'all niggas need to come through. You know what I mean? But long story short, we had a great podcast. Content was great. I'm very happy for our featured guest that we had today. And I wish her the best, and we're gonna move together. We're gonna promote together, and from there moving forward, let's keep it live. Let's keep it popping.
Okay. And you have anything you'd like to say?
I just would like to thank you both for having me. I had a really great time. You guys treated me with a lot of kindness and respect, and I really appreciate that. And they bought me my drink of choice, even though they didn't care for Casamigos. I appreciate them.
That is for non-tequila drinkers.
I just want to say thank you. This is my first experience on a podcast and it not being my own. And I had a really great time.
All right. And so, again, thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Shoot the Ish.
Whoa.
And definitely like, subscribe, and share, and leave comments. Thank you. Peace out.
Whoa.